This is a long cylinder remix of my toy Cap Revolver. For the original version I already made an assembly video, since it's available for free download on MakerWorld. I still plan to create a longer video about the original, but for now I was more excited to focus on this version. The goal here was to achieve higher projectile speeds and better accuracy with the longer cylinder, and honestly I think the design looks pretty cool. This version isn't available for download yet, but it's very similar to the one on MakerWorld. As a personal challenge I decided to make the entire revolver 3D printed. I had an earlier version with screws and steel springs working reasonably well after just a weekend or two, but getting the fully 3D printed version to function properly took months. All the parts were printed using a basic FDM printer with almost no support material needed. As for assembly, which you can see here in the time lapse, it takes about 10 to 30 minutes depending on your skill level. The ring caps you can buy these days are unfortunately very weak. They are barely louder than the clicking of the mechanism and don't have enough energy to push the projectile out of the barrel. However, I found some vintage caps from the 80s on eBay that pack a serious punch. The problem was that the caps would blow out the back whenever there was a projectile in the barrel. So I developed this solution, a cover with a sort of bayonet lock that secures the caps in place. The cover has 8 small print-in-place pins that transfer the hammer's impact to the caps. Trust me, it took a lot of trial and error to get this to work. For the bullets I'm using simple printed cylinders, but I've also tested steel balls, which had significantly more impact force. To make sure the cylinder doesn't wobble at the front, I added a locking mechanism. The long green pin is pressed into a hole at the front and keeps everything in position until it's unlocked. Here are a few examples of the impact force. The projectile is 4 mm thick, which makes it very light, but also pretty fast. If you got hit by it, it would definitely hurt, but it's not really dangerous. The projectile speed is around 80 meters per second or 288 kilometers per hour or 179 miles per hour. I hope you enjoyed my video. I've got a few more exciting projects in the works that I'll be sharing soon, so make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss them.